Hi, I'm Nina, and today I will be talking about the Song of Achilles. So, this book was created by Madeline Miller in 2011, and the two main characters of this book are Patroclus and Achilles. So, this book is a historical fictional retelling of Achilles. It's also a romance book, and it's also a retelling of the Trojan War. If you want to buy this book, you can buy it anywhere. Amazon, local bookstore, or at your local library. This book is set around 12 BC, and it's like the Sunny's Greece. The Song of Achilles is a retelling of the Greek myth Achilles and the Trojan War, as I said, and is told from the point of view of Patroclus, who is Achilles' lover in this book. The story starts with Patroclus when he's young, and through the first part of the book, we follow Patroclus leading up to meeting Achilles and how they ended up together and how they stay together throughout their lives. And we also watch the relationship between them start to grow. And in the second part of the book is when Helen of Sparta is kidnapped and the beginning of the Trojan War begins. We see how the Trojan War affects both Achilles and Patroclus in two drastically different ways. And we are told the prophecy of Achilles and how he's going to die young. With this, Achilles joins the war and Patroclus follows him and supporting Achilles as like a doctor. Throughout the rest of the book, we follow them through the war, to the end of the war, and a little bit after. The main themes of this book is love and also honor and destiny, told through a classic myth. I really love this book in general. I loved how it was told. I also loved the pacing of the book. It never felt like parts were being dragged out for no reason. Also, I loved the explaining of the myths and also how she used different versions of myths that are older and not well known. Some parts of the book I did not like is just this one scene that happens in kind of in the beginning of the book, more like almost to the middle of the book. I didn't feel like it was necessary, but I don't know. One part of the book I loved and hated was the ending. This book. Here's some photos to show you. That was my reaction. I still haven't recovered. It's been a couple of days. Still have not recovered. If I let my mind wander, I will cry. I will cry. But if anybody loves Greek mythology or historical fiction or books that have LGBTQ representation, you'll definitely love this book. If you want a book with a happy ending that is truly a happy ending, this is for you, but it ain't. If that makes sense. But forgot to mention, there's this one character that shows up at the end of the book. It's on site. If I see this man, this child, it's on site. And you should feel the same way too if you read this. But if you do not want to cry, if you don't want to cry and rethink your whole existence, don't read this book. But you should read this book. Since I had to suffer, you have to suffer too. Okay. that's my little overview of the Song of Achilles. You should definitely read it. Great book. Everybody should read it. As I said multiple times, read the book.